Previously on Advancius Skyblock, Seasons 1 through 4. Giant bamboo farm with too many note blocks, and it's the main source of fuel for all of our furnaces. We have it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Oh, this is looking excellent. I think what are we doing on island level?
You can see on the side of your screen. It is faster to do loads, though, but cheaper to do netherite. Bro, if anything happens, I'm gonna tell them it's your fault. 3, 2, 1, bombs away!
How does it go?
Andrew! Why did you break this? Dude, James is gonna be so mad.
Anyway. No, that's not the waste collection vehicle. No, it's not.
Alright, it would not let me write garbage truck.
Everybody, we are here for Advancius Skyblock Season 5. as you saw from the intro video, I made the light cruiser in Season 1, I made my house in Season 2, in Season 3, we're on one island, we made a bamboo farm, and then another island we made another bamboo farm because we kicked off the first island, and we also made the light cruiser, but then it's still in Season 3, we went back to another island and made the Nebulon B cruiser from Star Wars. And Season 4, we were trying to make the Mustafar mining facility from Revenge of the Sith, but we also made the lava chicken shot from the Minecraft movie. So we're going to jump right into Season 5 and go to our island and open some crate keys. We are going to be on an island with Jaroks, so occasionally he'll be in some clips in our videos, because we'll kind of do our own thing, like in Hermitcraft. I'm doing my own building, he's doing his own building, but sometimes we'll get together and do something together, like there might be a dungeon event, or I'll help him with his build, or he'll help me with mine, but we'll see how this goes. But anyway, let's jump into Season 5. So believe it or not, I actually haven't had a chance to show what the island looks like before there's any changes or modification. So you go back to island and your island, and before anything's built, you have a little starter island like this with some food, some keys, and a cow spawner, and some bread and a few other things. So that's how the island looks before there's any sort of modifications. And then you got a world border that you can expand later on as you get gems and get more money. And then you can build a base over there, you can build a base over there, and then later you can make a base in the Nether or the end if you have materials, if you're with more people or whatever your reason is. So probably what we'll do is we'll have the middle island here, and then Jaroks will probably have a base somewhere out that way. He'll do his own thing, and then you come over here, I'll have a base out that way and do my own thing, and we'll occasionally get together depending on if we want to do something together or not, but we'll find that out. I did record this one clip ahead of time just because I needed to show the island before there's modifications. So anyway, let's move on. So it's actually 12:02 right now, and we're gonna select our jobs for Skyblock. We're gonna be digger, and we're gonna join digger, and then we're gonna do woodcutter and join that, and do fisherman. Do that because we need our jobs. I'll explain the importance of all of these later, but I can't do it yet. And then we're gonna do builder, so we can get money for building. This will help us with all of our events later on, but I'll go into further detail then, but I'll be back. So we're gonna be in this corner over here, at least for now. We've got Jaroks and Macy and California James, so we're going to be way over here. The world border will eventually expand, but we're going to do some wood cutting and some digging. We'll have to get a fishing rod because that'll help us with the sponge events later on, and then we'll build our base over here. The design may change. It'll be a big beachy design, and we'll have some mycelium and a bunch of other blocks, but I've got a plan. It's gonna work out, but we are going to help out with some basic island stuff that there may or may not be clips of, and then we'll go do some job stuff, and then we'll do that. So I will also be back. So I've got to do digging job and the lumberjack and fishing, and I might make a replay mod of it because I got to get to level 25 of all of them. So I'm going to do digging, lumberjack, and fishing, and just bear with me, we'll be back. This is all going to work out the way I have it planned. kicked up to Prestige 3 just from being active and participating in different events. But we did a little bit of digging, a little bit of wood cutting, and a little bit of fishing. We'll have to come back and do a lot more. But we're gonna go to our home now, which is in this corner of the island. Spawn's way over there, someone's over there and over there. But what I might start doing is a longer time lapse. We're gonna change this whole area into our base. It'll take a few episodes. I'm not gonna be able to do it all now. I'm gonna do a time lapse, and I'll come back and we'll have a lot of this beachy build at least started. I need a while until I can explain more because I need to get it started. So I will return after this replay mode. So far, we have this build that we're going to have as a beach, but I have some mycelium blocks, because if you go to the beach, I'll type a picture of what my inspiration was, but if you go right to the ocean line, there is some darker sand, and then you go away from the beach, there's some lighter gray sand that's not so moist, and then a little further back you've got some white or yellow sand that's kind of this powdery sand, and then you have a nature area that's kind of like trees, bushes, everything else, and then you come back a little further, you've got some pathways, and you've got a couple houses or condo building or whatever, so we'll come all the way to back here at some point, and then you have a parking lot here. I don't want to come any further than over here or out where that blue glass is, just because in the diorama build, if you come over here, come out here and you can start to see whoever else's build is over there, and they'll be able to see whoever is building over here. In this case, it's me, so I don't want to try and go past here, and I don't want to go past that marker over there as far as total building. So this first episode was the little bit of jobs, and then this oceany area. Why are you building with blue glass? Because you can see this world border here. It's annoying to look at. So we're making glass, so when you come all the way up here, you don't see the world border. Whereas if you look up here, you have the world border, and it's not very appeasing to look at. And we can even get some white blocks like this. We can even get, if we go to shop, and maybe if we buy some quartz or some calcite, we can make some clouds. So we come up here. I had the Minecraft Lego set on my desk, so I kind of want to have like a diorama build like this. So make the clouds asymmetrical. Poofy. So you got this. You got a couple clouds. You got a couple that are not quite so massive. And then you've got another one that's big, blobbing cirrocumluminous cloud. It's a weird name. It's the storm cloud, although it might need a little bit of gray in it. And then you go back and get more of the blue stained glass. And we'll have some fish in here and some turtles, but not yet, not yet. We're not ready to add animals and kelp and coral, but we'll eventually have all of that in there. And then got this diorama built like that. See, I'll even show you a picture of the Minecraft Lego set, because I will include a picture of that and the picture I use as inspiration for the build, and you'll see how much better it looks. So it's probably not going to go any higher than this. We'll have our mob spawners under the island, so if you're at the island, it'll be about here in the center, and it'll still activate the spawners once we make them, but they're kind of hidden from the actual build. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to keep doing some more of this building. Not the replay mod, but I'll include the replay mod, but you probably saw it by now. But we'll come back for the next part in a few minutes. Yeah, we're hiding the world border in this diorama beachy build. And we're also going to have a lighthouse at some other point over here. But that's not going to be for a couple episodes from now, because we need to make more of the beach. We need to make more of the area where there's going to be some plants, some custom trees. And then we're going to have a lighthouse over here. And then we're going to have a condo or a couple houses over here, depending on how much space the lighthouse takes up. But I'm going to keep doing this glass building, and we'll be back. What I got done so far in this first video, just the starting area of this beach. We'll probably make this a little bit more sand with the endstone, because I'm trying not to use any actual sand in the beach, because I'm thinking that this looks better for sand in the custom beach, rather than using actual sand blocks. But I want to have a mango tree. It's not growing. Why is the mangrove tree not growing? Because at some point I'll have to cut down some mangrove trees, both for levels and to make custom trees. Well, I made some grass. Oh, there we go, see? Oh, I like that. But see, what I'm going to do at some point is cut down trees and use the roots to make custom palm trees. And sometimes there's little yucca plants that look like a baby palm tree. It's like a palm tree, but it's only like 1 block high, or maybe 2. And then you've got something like this, except I'm not going to use this, because that's not how the plant looks. So we're going to get rid of these shroom lights. I do like the shroom lights, but these aren't going to go here. And maybe we'll have some daylight sensor lights, but at the same time, they have daytime always on, so I probably don't need to. Like, so you can see their spawn over there. I can actually go see how it is so far. Oh, I guess they're doing a desert theme for the island. See, they've got a mob spawner set up already, except it's not big enough. Okay, I'll let them I will let them deal with that and figure it out on their own. But we're gonna go back to our island, and in the next episode, we'll come back and do some more building. We'll do some more events. Maybe we'll do some events. Like, I can't do anything right now. There is a dungeon slaying event, but I only have a stone sword. I could do an archaeology event. I could do fishing. I need to get fishing, mining, not fishing, fishing, lumberjack, and digging up. So I'm gonna have to go back to the dig site to do more digging, the fish site to do more fishing, and the lumberjack site to cut more wood or make my own tree farm, which I can always do. But I think I will be leaving you here for now because I want to come back and start working on the second episode, which I'll work on, and I'll make more clouds, I'll expand this diorama, but I'm gonna leave you here. But anyway, thank you for watching, and welcome again to season 5, and also good night to you.